Um, Episode 2, Ask Imani. This email's been sitting in my inbox for a while just because when something's longer than like 3 lines, I'm like, and I flag it and I'm like, another day, that's email day. And then I was called to put my email in my TikTok. It's kind of funny. It goes, I'm gonna show it. It goes, if you must. And people started emailing and I was like, damn, wait to respond. There's lots of things that I have to respond to. So here we go. This email was by someone who sat in my angel number class, and they didn't want to go too in depth on like ask me questions to deter me off my path, but we do have this now. So the person asked me 2 questions. The first one I'm going to answer because I believe I've said this many times before, honestly. So the question is actually about psychedelic experiences, but where I can go get resources and everything. That's something I don't talk about. I don't want to talk about it. I've said it before in a lot of my videos that what I'm doing is for educational purposes, and I'm just sharing my experience, and to each their own type thing. Something that I will say is that when you're ready for things, you won't have to find it. It'll be up to you to react to it when it is brought into your reality. But life doesn't show up for people who essentially don't show up for themselves. So it's dependent upon the actions that you take and whether you're ready for them or not. The next question, this person says it's about their business. They said that they've been at a standstill with many aspects of their life, and they're rebalancing their values. Really important. What is valuable in your life? It says, I relate a lot with you. I grew up Christian as well, and it's nice to see that you still use things from different religions and belief systems to incorporate them into your own beliefs. Which makes me think back to that angel number class. I did talk heavy about religion, but usually what I speak about, what I flow to, is what the people need to hear. I think I even said it in the middle of the session. I was like, somebody's religious here. I was like, because I'm deep into the religion right now, or talking about the background of that. This person says that to get to the point, what do you think of materialistic desires? As a 21-year-old full-time student, I have materialistic desires like travel and a nice car, a nice home in the future. I have goals for my body, but I also seek spiritual enlightenment. How do spiritual and material desires relate from your perspective? Is it okay to want a business for money purposes while also wanting spiritual development as well? That's actually a brilliant question. And the thing is, you need to work on your separation. So coming from a background of religion, this is the whole point. Religion pulls away the connection of mind, body, and soul. When I think of materialism, when I think of any aspect in this plane of existence, any obstructed aspect, cars, money, all of that, that is something that is more ego-based, because the ego is everything that is the material world, everything that has to do with the body, with it's your personality, it's who you are. Your personality, you have someone that likes to travel, that likes luxury, likes nice things. That's who you are. The thing that I don't like about not that I don't like, it's that I believe is incorrect. When people go, kill the ego. Absolutely not. You need the ego to grow. It's a balance. This is what I talk about during my psychedelic experiences. I did an entire episode, the Trinity within me. This is when I learned that the ego is a teammate, just like the higher self is a teammate. You're reaching for divinity, you're reaching for divine, but you're leaving behind something that you need. I think about how this life is a journey. It's a journey, the process. The process is a journey, right? It's a process of learning to integrate the self, integrate the ego, while also not losing faith. Whether it be through religion, whether it be through spirituality, Hinduism, it's all the same. And I don't like to call things spiritual because we are spiritual by nature. By nature, we are this divine being. We come here for a break from divinity. We come here for the materialistic things. Oh my God, what? That's why a friend of mine, matter of fact, I went and visited this guy I like in Colorado. Getting really close and everything. And one of the things that I told myself was like, I knew when to move and when not to move is because I got to be comfortable in who I was. Sometimes I try to make myself feel small because of the spirituality and everything, but I try to not be one of those crazy tinfoil hat people, but I am. Look at my hands or whatever. I am those crazy tinfoil hat people, but that's because when it came to spirituality, everything, I don't like to even say spirituality because it puts me in a box, but when it came to that aspect of me, I always try to make it make sense. I try to keep it simple, stupid. I do. I understand that everything is viewed differently. I understand there's some people that are like, that's witchcraft, blah, 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 blah. And then there's some people that are, oh yes, you should only meditate and only have a life of meditate. This is great, but life is all about balance. Life is all about, whoa. This is the centering mudra, but I had it right here, which is like the ether, the middle finger and the fire, moving forward, using divinity to connect you, to bring you to center. Yes, oh my God, you're using divinity, you use spirituality and all of these things to connect you, to bring you to center. It's not using divinity to make you whole or anything. It's just an added connection to the materialism. So when you're moving forward in your business, and this is also something with me, I'm not doing this for money. Although I do enjoy money, I love money, I'm a Taurus. I love having money, but I love what money can do for me. Money, I view money as an entity. I view money as let's say that this is a person right here. I don't have like an action figure or anything, but okay. This is funny. This is green also. This is money, okay? Money is its own entity. Pretend this is just as alive as I am. If you've read my book, you understand what I mean by teddy bears being just as alive as I am. Money is its own entity. Money has a job in this lifetime, just like you have a job in this lifetime. This body, this character, you jumped into this character to do something. The things that you do, traveling, that is what you do. That is what helps you to understand life more. By doing what you do. Before I did this before I made this video, I went out and walked my cat down to the park or whatever. I've been living life to understand life. You have to dig 444 right there on the time, 44 seconds. You have to dig deep into your life, into the materialistic, but not lose sight of, not lose sight of why you're doing it, you know? So I have money here. I'm doing my business, but because I'm creating my space in my business, and that brings in money as an entity. Because you know what? Money it's not as alive as I am. It's not smart, but it does have a job. It needs to circulate. But money can't just get up and, you don't see quarters rolling around like a goddamn Chef Boyardee can. No, something has there needs to be some type of action made where I take the money and I'm like, hey, money, it's like me and you, we got a relationship. I want to catch flights, right? You want to circulate yourself to help, the economy or whatever. Let's do this. I'm going to create this business that funnels you in. All I have to do is be passionate and keep my values to it. I'm not putting my value on the money itself. I'm putting my value on the connection, on the value of the space of the conduction between money, so that money feels safe enough to come to me. So that when I do have the money in my possession, I'm not holding it hostage, because my value is not to save money, to hoard it or whatever. My value and my goals is to travel, to do things. So now that I have money, now I look at my life, I change my perspective. I'm like, okay, now that I have this, now what do I want to do? What will help me quantitatively grow? What will help me develop as a human being? And for some people, it's traveling. For some people, it's talking to people. I want you to, what did you say? You said, blah, 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 blah. I promote my business by traveling, yada, yada. So the way that you learn more about yourself and how you operate in that space is by traveling. Stay clear on that. Don't lose that idea. This is how I learn things. This is the Tibetan book of living and dying. A friend of mine dropped it off, and I sticky noted something. Chapter 9. I was talking to my roommate. I just bent it. I just opened I was like, what do you want me to hear? Opened it, boom. And now it's coming into play. I sticky noted it because I knew that I was going to have to speak about this somewhere. Here we are. My hands are sweaty. This is chapter number 9. This is how I read numbers. Chapter number 9, ending of cycles. Number 9, closement. This is also the spiritual path, right? I'm seeing the threes right here. I sticky noted it, and there was a 333 right here, or 33, which is confirmation. But it's also number 3 is connected to creativity, to tapping into your truest expression, tapping into the ego, tapping into the materialistic desires for you to expand your life. The car, revving up the engine, revving up what you're ready for by remembering why it's valuable. I want to read this real quick and then I'm done. The spiritual path. The master said there is one thing in this world which must never be forgotten. If you were to forget everything else but were not to forget this, there would be no cause to worry. While if you remembered, performed, and attended to everything else, but forgot this one thing, you would in fact have done nothing whatsoever. It is as if a king had sent you a country to carry out one special specific task. You go to the country and you perform 100 other tasks, but if you have not performed the task you were sent for, it is as if you have performed nothing at all. So man has come into this world for a particular task, and that is his purpose. If he doesn't perform it, he will have done nothing. Basically saying, we come here for a purpose. The purpose is to not lose the fact that we are already divinity. To live a life solely of spirituality is to not live a balanced life at all. It's to not live life. Life is the material aspect. This life is all about balance. It's learning how to, once you kind of get into this body, you're like, oh my God, I got a body now. Because we're light beings, right? I got a body. Oh. It's learning to be comfortable in the body by continuing to move forward. Let the body do what it's supposed to do. Let it like the nice cars. But some people have different intentions. Some people don't give a fuck about the nice cars. Spirituality that does not lead to any type of surface is essentially vanity. You're staying on the surface level. You're not going deeper. And then when I see people who are solely spiritual and I'm like, wow, that's amazing, but what do you do with the knowledge? This is what I say all the time. Ooh, I'm getting too deep into it. This is just supposed to be a video, but I hope that makes sense for you. I didn't read the rest of it, but my confusion is it wrong to desire money, spiritual development, and interlock them? Not at all. Not at all. Just make sure you are desiring money for the right reasons, okay? Make sure that your desire for money is in alignment with who you are, okay? You are your deepest desire. Your deepest desire is your intention. So is your intention is your will. So is your will is your deed. So is your deed is your destiny. What you desire is your intention. Your intention is your will. That is what you will do. And so that is your will. It is your deed. That is what you do. And to do it means to meet your fucking purpose. God damn. Bye.